Good evening, Tallahassee. My name is Jason Corver, and here is FSU weather. So we have a very wet day today, with a cold front going through, and it's going to be, right now it's 57 with light rain and winds of 3 miles an hour. The satellite and radar shows that the cold front is going straight through us right now. We're going to have some really nice weather this weekend, but it's going to be very wet for the next 2 days. And then tonight, it's going to be 54, showers, and going to be 8 miles an hour. Tomorrow, though, it's going to be raining again, 50 with 8 miles an hour winds. But today, we're going to be talking about the snow desk, the new Thursday segment, a chilly weekend ahead. But now, here is FSU weather.
Good afternoon, Tallahassee. I'm student meteorologist Josh Green. Taking a look behind me, you can see all these water droplets on our cam right now. Good look at Doak Campbell Stadium as well. It's currently 57 degrees in Tallahassee. We do have a light rain that's been going on most of today, and that rain will continue as we head into tomorrow with a light wind of 3 miles per hour. We've got a large cold front moving across the nation right now, and here it is in the southeast here in the Big Bend region, coming through Tallahassee. This is just the first wave of it. This rain will dissipate as we head into tonight, but tomorrow morning it is going to pick right back up. We've had some stronger cells, mostly down towards the coast, with some heavy rainfall that has been accumulating the past 6 hours or so. Here's a bigger look at the southeast. Here's that very large cold front pushing across the eastern seaboard, stretching all the way down here into the Gulf and Texas, bringing them some snow showers even in southern Texas right now. Here in the Tallahassee region, it's 57 degrees. A bit to our north in Thomasville, it is 54. Down by the coast at Apalachicola, it is 59. For our dew points, it is pretty muggy right now because of all that rain we've been receiving. 57 here in Tallahassee, but the good news is once that cold front moves through, we're going to have some very dry weather, so it's going to be very nice to head out there. We do have some ranging winds just because we have all those showers going on right now, 3 miles per hour here in Tallahassee right now. Over the next 24 hours, we're going to see that band of rain move out of our area, but just right after that, we're going to see another rain band move through our area as we head into Friday midday all the way into the afternoon. It is going to be a very wet Friday. Some rainfall forecasts here. We are going to see up to possibly 2 inches here near the coast and in Tallahassee as we make our way into Friday afternoon. There is a lot of rain going on in the Panhandle right now. For tomorrow, we are going to see these rain chances continue as we head into the morning and afternoon. Eventually, in the evening hour, we are going to see those rain chances start to dissipate, and we're just going to have some cloudy skies, 52 degrees, and these temperatures are definitely going to begin to drop once all that rain moves out of our area and those skies start to clear up here in Tallahassee. For the week ahead, tomorrow, we're still going to see those 60% chance of rain with a high of 54. These temperatures are going to drop off very, very rapidly as that cold front moves past our area. A low of 29 this weekend. That could be a freeze warning here in Tallahassee. Definitely something to look out for. But we are going to have very clear skies as we head into the rest of this weekend, especially towards Sunday and Monday. It'll be beautiful out during the day when those temperatures start to warm up to the mid-50s. As we head into the rest of the week, Tuesday, we are going to see some rain chances start to pop back up 60%. But luckily for us, after that, we are going to see those chances dissipate once again. But for now, Allian's going to give us a better look at the Sunshine State.
Yes, it is a very muggy and wet Sunshine State. We do have this front pushing over Florida right now. As you can see, the temperature in Pensacola has already dropped from that cold front. Tallahassee will experience it going down, but now in the peninsula of Florida, we are seeing temperatures in the 70s. A great way to see this front moving through is this dew point line right here, this gradient, where the dew point in Pensacola has already dropped significantly. We still have these very muggy temperatures here in the Big Bend here in Tallahassee, and then all the way in the 70s down here in Miami. Here's this band of rain coming from this front right here, moving over Tallahassee. We do have some showers right down in Miami with it, as that front moves through. But making a closer look down to South Florida, these showers are going over I-95 right now, so there is a chance of bad traffic stopping up from this rain. Central Florida, just scattered showers mostly, but we are going to see some more rain as we move more north towards Jacksonville. This rain is making its way more east, so towards Lake City, but we're going to see even more rain over the panhandle here. This front right here is just moving over the Big Bend region, bringing in lots of rain, and we're going to see that even more tomorrow. So tomorrow, for our weekend forecast in Miami, we are going to have pretty warm temperatures, but there is going to be rain, but it will clear up throughout until Saturday. For Tampa, cloudy, chance of rain on Saturday, but temperatures are going to drop to the 60s with this front passing. Then looking over to Orlando, probably not the best day to go to Disney World on Saturday, but we are going to see clear skies on Sunday. Then heading up over to Jacksonville, we will see some rain tomorrow and possibly Saturday, but it is going to cool off and we will have great conditions here on Sunday. And then all the way in Pensacola, Pensacola is already getting all this rain and the temperatures have already dropped, but looking ahead till Sunday, we are going to see them pick up a little bit more with some sunny skies. So our future radar, we do have some showers over the south of Florida, but what we really want to look at is this front still moving through. It turns into a stationary front tomorrow afternoon, so it's just going to bring big bands of rain all the way up into the panhandle all day tomorrow. Tonight's lows in Florida, you will see this front has still not moved all the way across, so we do have a really cold temperature here in Pensacola, 36 in Tallahassee, but as we make our way down the state, we are in the 60s here in Miami, 69 in Key West. But looking ahead for tomorrow in Florida, those temperatures are still going to pick up with that front. So a nice 44 here in Pensacola, 51 in Tallahassee, but like the Sunshine State always is, we're going to see those temperatures pick back up down here in the peninsula. But I'm going to go ahead and throw things over to Josh on the lifestyle.
Thank you very much, Allie-Ann. So we've got quite a few things going on here in Tallahassee, but right now here's a good look around the surrounding areas. We do have rain pretty much everywhere here in the Panhandle. Here's a look at the FSU IM fields down near the coast at St. George Island and Panama City. Those oceans are pretty calm, but that rain is still kicking down here at Lake Bradford at the FSU Res. Not the best day to head out there, but later this weekend it could be nice. It's going to be a little chilly though, but we are going to finally see some clear skies. For tomorrow, those rain chances are going to persist. 51 will be our high. We're going to see those rains continue through the morning and afternoon. Eventually in the evening, those are going to start to subside. 43 is going to be our low for Friday, and those temperatures are going to continue to drop as we head into the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. A low of 28 is a possibility here in the weekend. That is a freeze warning for Tallahassee. You definitely want to stay inside during that until it starts to warm back up during the day. A nice high of 55 on Sunday, and those skies are going to be nice and clear. For our airports, we do have delays unlikely right now because that rain is moderately light, but it's always something to keep an eye out for, especially tomorrow for those heading to the AMS conference in Houston. Got to keep an eye on those rain chances. Hopefully no flights will be delayed. I especially don't want mine to be delayed. Around the country, flights are also looking pretty good. We've got some moderate temperatures ranging all the way from the 70s to the 30s near Denver and in the north. But here in Tallahassee, here's what we've got going on for you this week. We've got an FSU basketball game at Miami on Saturday at 2 p.m. We're coming off two great wins against Miami at home and against Duke at home, where we saw this little guy put on a show for us. That was definitely an excellent experience for us. With winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, we're going to have temperatures around the 70s at game time. For the NFL, we've got the divisional round this weekend. We've got 4 great games for you going on. The first one that we're going to be talking about is the Bengals at the Tennessee Titans in Nashville, Tennessee. It's going to be 40 degrees at kickoff. Beautiful football weather, a little bit chilly though, but we're going to see that around the country, especially in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Those temperatures are always low, especially it is a nighttime game. 8:15 will be the temperature there for the 49ers and Packers. Moving on to the NFC, we're going to have a 3 p.m. kickoff for the Rams at the Bucs in Tampa Bay. It's going to be 60 degrees at kickoff. And for our last AFC matchup, we got the Bills and Chiefs in Kansas City. It's going to be 35 degrees there. But for now, we're going to take a look at some Florida snow at the desk with Jonathan and Jason.
Yeah, so unfortunately, there's not much snow in the forecast for Florida, right, Jason?
We had a chance.
Yeah, so actually, the models a few days ago were showing on the backside of this cold front low pressure system that Josh and Allieann have been talking about moving through the state of Florida. On the backside of that, there was a chance in some of the modeling for some potential winter precip, but obviously it's just raining and it's slightly above freezing, so that's not going to happen.
But luckily, we did see some snow in January 2018 on January 3rd, but it was barely any, but it was still enough that most Floridians love. So.
Yeah, so not enough for there to be more than an inch of precipitation, but sometimes the cold air advection on the backside of these low pressure systems and cold fronts moving in can be enough to produce that those winter precipitation types that we come to know and love through Frosty the Snowman and other types of media.
But in my hometown, 45 years ago, yesterday, they recorded some snow in 1977. I remember they treated it like a holiday. Every single year we would see it on the news. They would just go over and over again, just saying, oh, we got snow.
Yeah, I know our producer Jesse was talking about how Facebook just lit up yesterday with memories of that. And Facebook wasn't around back then, but the photos and memories still exist because people are hopeful for snow one day again here in Florida. I know for our Synoptic 2 lab this week, we are currently looking at the last time there was an inch of snow in Tallahassee, which was in 1989. Back in the golden days. Maybe we'll have another golden days where we get some snow here soon in Tallahassee, but they're looking ahead at the models, which I'll get to in the National. There may be a pattern flip, and I don't think that's going to be good news for snow.
Yes.
So go ahead. Oh, so now we're going to go ahead and throw it to Allieann, who's going to zoom back in on Tallahassee and tell us, well, confirm to us that there's not going to be snow.
Yes, in Tallahassee, there is definitely not snow right now. The only thing we're seeing here in Tallahassee is rain. Currently here in Tallahassee, it is a nice, wet 57 degrees with light rains and winds coming from the northwest at 3 miles per hour. Here's another look at this front that we have going through. This big band of showers right here, that's all coming from this low pressure system that's just going across Florida right now. A great way to see this again is through our upper level water vapor map. Right here you can see all this moisture, this blue and white. That's definitely very wet conditions. If you look down more towards the south around Miami, you see that orange. That's where those dry temperatures are. But here over Tallahassee and Atlanta, that's really wet conditions. Another great way to see this front moving through is this little band right there of brown. That's the dew points where they are much lower, but here in Tallahassee, we have very muggy conditions still. Here, a nice 62 in Perry and 59 here in Apalachicola. Current temperatures here in the Big Bend are ranging from the mid-50s right now to the mid-60s here in Perry, but in wet 57 in Tallahassee, 59 in Apalachicola, just raining really much across the Big Bend region here. For our future radar, we are going to see those showers dissipate, but tomorrow these showers are going to pick back up and plague us all day long. But they're not going to be too severe, just light rain throughout the day. For our dog walk forecast, tomorrow is probably not the best day for you to walk your dog, but temperatures are going to stay in the mid-40s throughout the day with showers continuing from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. For our week ahead, we are going to see some very cold temperatures as this cold front passes through. We're going to be dipping down to 29 Sunday morning with a possible freeze warning here in Tallahassee. But as we make our way throughout the week, we are going to see these temperatures pick back up. Chance of showers on Tuesday, but throughout the rest of the week, we are going to see clearer skies and warmer temperatures. But now I'm going to give it to Jason to tell us about the southeast.
Thanks, Allieann. So now we're going to be looking at the southeast with Gainesville going to have 60 degrees right now. Atlanta is going to be 35. Kentucky is going to be 27. So that looks like it's after the cold front. And Blacksburg, Virginia, that's going to be 28. And as we were saying in the show, the cold front's right here in the southeast. So Montgomery is already 40 degrees. And if you look at like Little Rock, that's 33, but Miami is 76. So it's a huge temperature change along just the southeast. Now, if we look at the dew point, you would really see it. 6 degrees dew point in Little Rock, but 71 in Miami, which is huge, huge change. And Tallahassee, we're having a 57 dew point. The winds, you can see the cold front on the winds. So basically the winds are going like this, and then the winds going like this, and you can see the line right here. So it's really cool. You can see this in the wind pattern. But if we look at the upper water vapor, you can see the water vapor right where the cold front is, and that's going to be all like the rain you've been getting. So just make sure you keep an umbrella with you as we watch this rain and probably this rain tomorrow. But storm outlook, Tallahassee is going to be, south of Tallahassee is going to be having some thunderstorms, and then with Miami today, it's going to be some thunderstorms. But tomorrow, it's going to be a marginal chance of severe weather in Miami, and then some storms north of Miami, and that's the only place in the southeast. So it's very, very good cold front system that it's not going to be producing many strong storms. But on Saturday, it's going to be same. Miami is going to be having some thunderstorms. But as we look in the future radar, it's going to be, the cold front going to be going through, and then still the cold front right here. It's going to be slowly going through, going to be getting some rain in Tallahassee. So please bring an umbrella with you guys, because I saw a lot of people on campus didn't bring an umbrella, and they were very, very wet. 43 degrees tonight in Tallahassee, 68 in Miami, but in Little Rock, it's going to be 18 degrees. It's a huge temperature change. But tomorrow, it's going to be 80 degrees in Miami and then 36 in Little Rock. So it's a huge temperature change, and luckily, we don't have to do anything with that. But now, let's go to the national with Jonathan.
Yeah, so zooming out across the big picture of the United States right now, one thing is going to really jump out to you, and that is going to be these bright pink and white colors that are surging down from Canada, bringing really, really cold temperatures, such as 2 in Minneapolis, 15 in Chicago. My southern self does not like these temperatures, and I am hoping that they stay up north, but accompanied with these very cold temperatures. And I think this is going to be one of the lowest numbers I've ever read in my 3 years here on FSU weather, with -12 as a dew point in Minneapolis. That is really, really dry and stable air, meaning that we are expecting a high pressure system coming down from Canada to hold cold, dry, and sunny conditions across the majority of the country as we head into the week. However, notice we have a pumping of moisture from the Gulf over the eastern seaboard, which means we may be getting a winter storm in the next few days in the regions of the Carolinas up into New York, accompanied with this cold front, very cold air here in Texas with a winter storm down there that we're going to get to later. And then along this cold front, you'll notice some snow is starting to form in around Asheville, North Carolina, and up your I-95 corridor between Washington and New York. And that is eventually going to become more and more problematic as we head into the weekend. Taking a look at your northeastern New England forecast, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, you're clear right now, but notice how this band of snow has just set up and isn't really moving off the coast associated with that cold front. If this shifts north or west at all, we may be seeing some snow in some very populated regions. Just south of Washington, D.C., your snow bubble theory continues to hold true as that snow is not pushing into the D.C. corridor. However, we do have some active alerts out right now, very strong winds with some small craft advisories, but along the coast of the Northeast. And then as you head into the mid-Atlantic, there is going to be some more of those winter weather advisories. Heading into the Pacific Northwest, notice some snow over the higher elevations in the Rocky Mountains. The radar looks to be a little bit patchy, glitching in and out as it goes over those elevations. Not the greatest coverage out there, but Seattle, as always, isolated showers coming in off the Pacific Ocean. And as we head further inland, there's going to be colder air, and that rain is going to convert into snow. Heading into your active alerts in this region, just what I thought there would be some winter weather advisory, just some snow in the mountains. That's not going to be causing the greatest impacts. But up in Montana, there are some high wind advisories, which means there's probably going to be very strong winds coming in from the north and the west, which is going to transport that Arctic air down from Canada into the Great Plains eventually. Now, as we head into Texas, this is a very interesting setup where west of the I-35 corridor from Dallas to Houston, you're going to be getting into some winter weather. Notice over Oklahoma, there's some showers and snow showers, and that's not going to be causing the greatest of problems. But what I'm particularly concerned about is this mixed pink precipitation in between Dallas and Houston around the Austin area. I noticed in our local alerts there's actually an airport weather advisory. That's what that bright blue color is, meaning there could be some icing on the plains there, which is not good news for those who are heading to Houston tomorrow for the AMS conference. However, as we look at today's storm outlook, there's not really much in the lens of severe weather. You're going to notice over today and tomorrow there's a chance of storms over Miami, and that's probably going to be what we have tonight, where there's one stronger cell that is maybe producing some gusty winds right over the Miami airport, but there's not going to be much significant weather impacts like we saw in Fort Myers a few days ago. But as we head into tonight, I'm actually not sure if this Minneapolis temperature is right. We think there may be a missing negative. The temperatures are going to plunge throughout the country and not going to recover much tomorrow. Temperatures are going to get into the 50s over Texas, but the rest of the country is pretty much going to be in the 30s and 40s. And now going ahead and zooming in on a much smaller scale, here's Allie Ann with your small town forecast.
So our news segment for our Thursday show, it's kind of a surprise. Big city, small town. So we're going to start off in a big city everybody knows, Dallas, Texas. You've definitely heard of this. You know, everything's bigger in Texas. So zooming into Dallas right now, temperatures are at 36 across the region here in Dallas. But we're going to look up ahead or look at our radar for Dallas area. We do have some snow occurring here just south of Oklahoma City, and then some freezing rain and snow down near Austin. Tonight, or the 3-day forecast for Dallas, we have clear skies, but it's going to be quite chilly. Temperatures diving down into the 20s this weekend, but temperatures are going to warm up this weekend with a nice 61 on Sunday. But you've heard of Dallas, but have you heard of Dallas, South Dakota? Some fun facts about Dallas, South Dakota. It is named after Dallas, Texas. The total area is about half a square mile, and the population of 89. It's actually the same size as my graduating high school class. So we're going to go zoom way up north here in South Dakota, and you're going to see it is a nice, very cold 19 in Dallas. We are in the teens here throughout this region. And then we're going to look at our radar. We have we have slight chance of rain or snow here. Dallas is so small, it's not even on the map. Looking at our future radar, we do have a chance of snow coming into our area tomorrow afternoon, with this high pressure just moving over more to the east this week. For tonight's forecast in Dallas, it is going to be quite chilly at 16 degrees with quite gusty winds at 30 miles per hour. For our 3-day forecast in Dallas, we do have a chance of snow tomorrow, and we're going to have those temperatures in the teens like also in Dallas, Texas, but skies are going to clear up throughout the week, and we are going to reach the 50s on Sunday. Now I'm going to throw things over. Oh, I'm going to give the local over to Jonathan so we can have one more look at the Big Bend region.
Yeah, so notice today we're going to be right about average with our temperatures, but that's going to change quickly as we head into the weekend with that cold front coming through. Today, your high of 67 and your low of 37, 3 degrees off respectively from your averages of 64 and 40, and much, much departed from the record temperatures, which means we're doing pretty good for this time of year. This is what we would expect for late January in Tallahassee. I'm moving the wrong way. Taking a look over the stadium, you'll notice we do have these specks of light on the camera, and that is going to be from reflections from within the rain. Currently 57 degrees with light rain and just a little bit of a northerly breeze, not enough to do much. But the big picture tonight is this cold front that we keep talking about. It's draped across the eastern coast of the United States. And notice over Tallahassee, we're getting some of the heavier rain, probably due to our proximity to the supply of moisture that is the wonderful Gulf of Mexico. Zooming into our local radar, notice Tallahassee, we are just getting out of some of those yellows and deeper greens, almost nearing the backside, but it sort of seems to be filling in as it's moving out, which means this perpetual shower, just spitting of rain, is going to continue into the night, meaning if you are going out anywhere for your Thursday evening, you are going to need either an umbrella or a rain jacket. As we head into your overnight hours, well, this is actually currents. Our temperature is going to be 57 in Tallahassee, a little bit colder as we head up north into Georgia, 54 in Thomasville, and then notice these blues start to slowly creep into the frame over by Dothan, Alabama, and that is where we are going to get the cold air advection behind the cold front. Dew points, it is very moist in Tallahassee right now, as evident by the rain. That is equivalent to the temperature, so it is very, very humid in Tallahassee. My glasses would probably fog up if I ran outside. Notably, though, we do have some lower level convergence in our wind direction, which I think that is why we are going to have the filling in of radar as the winds move out. But eventually this wind should shift direction and the rain should clear out of here by later tonight, and then into tomorrow. Notice we do have some secondary bands start to come in from the coast, and this deluge of rainfall just continues as we head into your Friday night. So tomorrow, as you are going out to classes, as you are going to happy hour, as you are engaging in the start of your weekend plans, you are going to want to have, once again, that rain jacket or that umbrella with you. Day planner tomorrow, we are going to continue with those rain showers as we go through the day. Temperatures should get up into the 50s, and then taking a look at your week ahead, the 50s are going to be the norm with the exception of Saturday, where those temperatures, especially overnight, are going to plummet. As Josh said, we'll have to watch out for a freeze warning, and speaking of that, here's Josh and Eliane to close your show.
That's right, Jonathan. We do have a lot of exciting weather happening here in Tallahassee right now.
We do have this front moving through, giving us lots of rain here in the Big Bend, but looking across nationally, there's a lot going on right now.
There is. We have this ginormous cold front that's moving across the entirety of the eastern seaboard, stretching down even here into the Gulf and into Texas. That's bringing a lot of wet weather around the eastern seaboard and down here in the south.
And then when we look up more to northwest, we do see lots of snow coming in.
That's right. We do have a lot of different weather makers happening here around the nation. And of course, as those temperatures start to climb down here, we get the rain. But as they fall up north, they do get a lot of snow this time of year.
But 30 years ago today, Florida got snow.
That's right. Hey, you know, we may be able to see that again very soon. It's always something to keep an eye out for on the radar. But for now, we're only going to be seeing some rain down here in our area.
But we will have temperatures dipping into the 20s this weekend, so it's going to be quite chilly, and you'll probably have freeze warnings here in Tallahassee. But go ahead and give us a follow on Twitter at twitter.com FSU Weather.
And of course, you can give us a like on Facebook at FSU Weather as well.
And then go ahead and watch us on YouTube. We live stream every week, Monday through Friday at 5 or 6:30 or 6 o'clock.
And you can give us a follow on our Instagram at FSU Weather as well. We always love to see any pictures that you have that may be involved with the weather here in the Panhandle, especially with all this rain that we've been seeing.
Yes, it's going to be quite a muggy day tomorrow.
That's right. But the nice thing is, after that, we are going to see those clear skies start to come into our area. But of course, with the clear skies are going to come those very low temperatures.
But thankfully, those temperatures are going to pick up next week, so we will be back to our nice Florida weather.
But as for now, we're going to give you a final look at our 7-day forecast. Thank you for joining. This is FSU Weather.